DAngelo Wallace exposes Tati Westbrooks' lies in a new bombshell video.
Charli D Amelio was caught vaping, and Tony Lopez comes clean about some pretty serious allegations.
Plus updates on Jacob Blake and the Tik Tok ban in the United States right now on IO. What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the IO Weekly News Roundup.
Woo!
I'm Charlotte Dobre.
And I'm Mackenzie Smith. For those that don't know, every week on Friday, the host of IO puts together a video that compiles all the biggest trending news stories of the week.
And we also do a weekly premiere for this specific video, which means if you tune into the premiere at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can chat with the IO hosts in the chat while we all watch the video together.
It's a really fun time.
It's a good time. Lots of tats in the chat, little potato emojis. Just try not to like bombard the chat with potato emojis.
Because then it's blown up and we can't actually read anything. But it's really fun when we answer questions and learn more about you guys. You can learn more about us. Just a really cute little potato moment, you know? Cute.
Starting off our roundup with a story about DAngelo Wallace and his series exposing Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, and most recently Tati Westbrook, and the part they played in the Bi-Sister scandal. This is the tea that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. In a bombshell video posted to DAngelo Wallace's channel this week, which was about 1.25 hours long, DAngelo essentially picks apart Tati Westbrook's apology for being extremely manipulative, and while DAngelo does believe that she was telling the truth about being manipulated by Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, when you really look at the video, she didn't really take any accountability whatsoever for her actions. Like, not even in the slightest. Which basically is what she, Shane, and Jeffree all did. So whose fault is it, guys? DAngelo goes through Tati's video, breaking my silence frame by frame. He also compared what Tati said in her original Bi-Sister video to what was said in the newer video, and yeah, after seeing his analysis, it's manipulative. She contradicts herself a lot. She flat out lies multiple times, and I also agree that she deflects blame to Shane and Jeffree, despite being a grown woman who makes her own decisions at the end of the day. Contrary to what many people think, I don't think Tati was fake crying in her video. It did seem genuine, but it was a conscious decision to leave the crying in the final edit. At the end of the day, it wasn't really our apology or explanation to accept. James, Charles, and Tati have worked things out behind the scenes. I would highly recommend that you guys watch DAngelo Wallace's full video. In fact, you should watch the whole series. I'll leave a link down below in the comments. Bottom line, you people are crazy, man. You're crazy!
Honestly, I was gonna watch that video. I had it like tuned up to watch yesterday, but it was just a little bit too long and I was gonna go past my bedtime. So I'm watching it tonight and I'm so excited. Now on to an update with one of the biggest trending stories of the week. Meg Thee Stallion finally admitted that it was Tory Lanez who shot her. And after it was reported that Megan Thee Stallion confirmed Tory Lanez was the person that shot her in the feet, there's been an outpouring of support for Megan. And like I told you guys in the last video, initially when it was reported that she was shot and he might be the culprit, people didn't seem to support Megan all that much, with tons of people just brushing off the incident, and with others even claiming that she was never actually shot in the first place. I couldn't believe that one, but anyway. Then there were also tons of people joking about the incident, making light of the terrible event. But after Megan was done with people making fun of her is when she decided to out Tory as the person that shot her, giving details that proved it seemed completely unprovoked and incredibly unnecessary. Then even saying how she lied to cops in order to protect everyone who was at the scene, showing that even when a black woman is shot, her first instinct is to still protect. After the incident, fans were mad that other rappers in the community did not speak out to support Megan, with most of them staying silent. But now it seems that female rappers are trying to bridge that gap, with rapper Kalani tweeting out that she was going to be taking Tory Lanez off her upcoming album, along with a number of others tweeting out support like Chance the Rapper, Halle Berry, and Michael B. Jordan, to name a few. As well, Megan received a few public apologies from people that joked about the shooting, with Drea Michelle posting text to her Instagram story apologizing after Meg called her out for jokes she made about the incident, saying she hopes a man loves her so much that he shoots her too, which Meg called out for making literally no sense because that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. As well, Chrissy Teigen and 50 Cent both apologized for their jokes as well. Tory has not said anything since Megan made her explosive video, but one person that wants people to stop involving him in the incident is Chris Brown, who posted a long rant to Instagram asking people to stop involving him in this stuff, as people were drawing parallels between this situation and his situation with Rihanna that we all know about.
Just want to jump in here with a mini update on WAP. It's been 2 weeks since Cardi released WAP and people still have strong opinions about it. Cardi B got into a Twitter spat with conservative commentator and former congressional candidate Deanna Lorraine, who tweeted, "America needs far more women like Melania Trump and less like Cardi B." To which Cardi epically responded, "Didn't she used to sell that WAP?" Deanna responds, "No, that's a total and complete lie. What's not a lie is that you are absolutely destroying America's youth with your lyrics and should be ashamed of yourself." Cardi then tweeted a topless picture of Melania Trump saying, "Yeah, you with some wet ass vibes, just saying. Deanna Lorraine got the last word by tweeting, Cardi B drugged and robbed men during her time as a stripper, rapped songs about her genitalia, corrupting our youth, her husband cheated on her, and she told the youth of America it's okay to stay with a cheating man, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris campaign with her. Cardi has yet to respond.
Okay, next up, TikToker Charli D Amelio, who's known for being relatively unproblematic, has found herself in a bit of a scandal after Perez Hilton leaked a video of her vaping. Part of the issue for people is that Charli is 16 years old, and people think she's too young to be doing stuff like this. The 4-second video just basically shows her sucking in the vape and blowing it out. Nothing too crazy, honestly. But of course, when someone like Charli is even in the smallest scandal, it's gonna blow up. And people online will be sharing their unsolicited opinion. It seems like most people didn't think it was a big deal, as most teenagers are out there doing way worse, and most people have started experimenting with drugs and alcohol around her age. It looked like the only real issue people had with it was the fact that Charli wasn't getting all that much backlash for the vaping, while Zoe Laverne got dragged to filth when a video was leaked of her vaping. Also, many of Charli's fans defended her, saying that it might not have been a vape pen, but rather an anxiety pen. And I don't know if I'm too old or something, but I had no idea that existed. Let me know below. Is that a thing? I don't know. But either way, in my opinion, it isn't that big of a deal, especially since she didn't upload the video herself. She's not showcasing the habit or like influencing her young audience to do it. And I know people who are doing way worse at that age, so again, I don't really see the big issue here. Let me know below.
So just to interject here, you can vape CBD. So
that's what they mean? Okay,
yeah,
I knew that was a thing.
I don't know about maybe anything else, but I know that you can vape CBD oil.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing is legal in California and in most places. I know it's legal here. It doesn't get you high or anything. And yeah, it is for anxiety. I've never done it though. Yeah. I don't know. It just kind of like, I feel like I would get onto smoking just like having something like that, you know?
Yeah, it's a little too like just convenient, as you're saying.
Also, who took that photo is what I want to know. The one of Charli.
What, of her
yeah,
vaping?
of like the vaping.
It was a video. Yeah, it seemed like she was a little bit younger. So it could have been like back when she was, you know, not nobody, but like before her fame. So someone could have been low-key trying to like expose her, but I'm happy it didn't really work. I feel like people don't really care, which is good.
Yeah, she's so unproblematic.
So great.
Let her vape, man.
That is seriously, especially because like she's not influencing anyone. She didn't leak the video, literally Perez did, so I don't think she should be getting any.
And how do we know that she's vaping anything? Like it could be a completely nicotine-free vape, or
could be nothing. We don't even know the full story.
Alright, now we are gonna head over to Jared, who is on location in North Korea, giving us an update on Kim Jong-un. Jared, how's it going over there?
Hey guys, Jared Bronstein reporting live from North Korea, and although normally they don't allow journalists, I told them I'm a potato, and it seems like Kim likes potatoes. Either way, there have been reports that the country's leader Kim Jong-un was once again in a coma, which would be his second in about 4 months. There are now conflicting reports, with some under the impression he's been in a coma the entire time, and others claiming he's fine. Some have gone as far as stating the photos and videos we've seen since his first alleged coma were pre-recorded. As we know, North Korea doesn't like to share much information regarding internal affairs with the world, but thankfully I made it over here just to get the inside scoop. As of now, it's believed Kim is okay, although he did hand over some of his powers to his sister, Kim Yo-jong, which led to speculation his health was falling. For now, Kim and the regime's focus is continuing to do such a phenomenal job maintaining the 0 confirmed cases of COVID, which is truly incredible considering how they border China, Russia, and South Korea, who at the time of this recording have collectively recorded over 1.1 million confirmed cases. There's also a typhoon forecast, which Kim is likely going to ward off given his ability to control the weather. Or maybe that was his dad. Either way, things are great here, as they always are. Back to the ladies in studio.
Okay, Jared, you stay safe, okay?
Yeah.
Bring me a souvenir.
Yeah, watch out over there. You never know.
Are there souvenirs in North Korea?
Probably not.
On to an update on Jacob Blake. The shooting of Jacob Blake earlier this week prompted a new wave of Black Lives Matter protests across the United States. For those who haven't heard, Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back by police in Kenosha, Wisconsin, in broad daylight in front of his 3 children, after he was reportedly trying to break up a dispute between 2 women. Police showed up to arrest Blake after they received a 911 call from someone who said Blake took the complainant's keys and refused to leave. 5 minutes later, dispatcher received reports that shots were fired. It's still unclear what exactly happened leading up to the shooting, and police have still not released very many details about it. The incident was, however, caught on video. The videos show a black man, who is Jacob Blake, walking around the front of a gray SUV as 2 officers follow behind him. One officer has a gun pointed at Jacob's back. The witness who took the video, Rayshawn White, says that Blake was wrestling with police, he was in a headlock, being punched in the ribs, and he was tased. Some reports stated that police asked him to put down his knife, while witnesses say that Jacob did not have a knife. As Blake reaches into into the SUV, 7 shots were fired from one officer's gun. According to Jacob's family, he's in the ICU. He's paralyzed from the waist down. His family do want the police officers that were involved to be held accountable. 2 have been placed on administrative leave. As of right now, no video shows what happened leading up to the incident. The Kenosha Professional Police Association has asked that the public withhold from passing judgment until all the facts are known and released.
Now on to some TikTok news. So Tony Lopez, who is one of the brothers of the popular TikTok duo, the Lopez brothers, has been under fire for the last few weeks after it was exposed that Tony did inappropriate things with young girls. Lopez is part of the Hype House and he just turned 21 last week. And he's been accused of messaging underage girls on social media, in tweets and TikTok videos that have gone viral. One showed a conversation between Tony and a 15-year-old girl, where Tony received inappropriate photos from her. After all the outrage was mounting, Tony finally came out on Twitter with a Notes app apology. In the apology, he says that he's not proud of his past actions and is disappointed in himself, then saying he's new to LA and he learned that he can't believe everything that he's told, and once he realized the truth, he stopped. Then saying he'll do his best to learn from his actions. But people were incredibly unhappy with his vague apology, with him not taking responsibility for what he actually did wrong, with YouTuber Chris Clemens clapping back at the apology, saying, quote, "What are you apologizing for? Why is the reason for this unclear Notes app apology wrong? If you want to educate and hold accountability, clearly say what you did and why it's wrong." He hasn't responded to the backlash over his apology as of now, so I guess we'll have to wait and see on that.
I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like because he's like a famous TikTok star, he's under a microscope, but I feel like I know lots of guys that were his age that were doing that, you know?
Yeah, it's a pretty common thing.
Yeah.
So it's one of those
doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, definitely doesn't make it okay, and I feel like people with that sort of fame should, you know what I mean, with great power comes great responsibility, and he definitely was like abusing that power. I think that's maybe where people find like the real issue.
Yeah.
So it's definitely unfortunate. I hope we'll see what comes out. I don't think any actual victims came out. It was more people like exposing victims. Hope they're okay with that.
Yeah, no kidding. Hope they
they're okay with that, but
yeah,
it's out there now. Now we're gonna be heading over to our correspondent and new girl Gabby with a story about BTS. Gabby?
Thanks, Mackenzie. K-pop stans are the energy of the internet. When they're not trolling the president of the United States or flooding the internet with hashtags, they're dedicating their very souls to their favorite K-pop artists. Just days ago, with the launch of their new music video for their song Dynamite, BTS fans showed their love and support for the group by racking up a record-breaking 100 million views on YouTube in their first 24 hours. 100 million! That's more views than Populous in most countries. This record utterly smashed the previous record held by K-pop group Blackpink that was around 86 million views. The music video featured BTS's first song ever sung completely in English. On Twitter, the BTS army rallied together to achieve the goal of reaching 100 million views within the first day of it being live, and I think it's safe to say that they've surpassed that goal. As of right now, the video has 210 million views, and it's still growing. Back over to you, ladies.
Gabby, I think it's safe to say that K-pop is poppin'. I'll leave.
On to an update on the legal battle between TikTok and the Trump administration. It's hit a breaking point. Earlier this week, TikTok sued the Trump administration over an executive order that banned it in the United States. This was over growing concerns that TikTok, a Chinese-owned company, was sharing user data with the Chinese government and was branded a risk to national security by many higher-ups in government. Trump demanded in the executive order that an American company purchase TikTok's US business, which is difficult because TikTok is a global company. Microsoft was initially the front runner for purchasing the app, but Netflix and Oracle have also had meetings with ByteDance, TikTok's parent company. And now CEO of TikTok, Kevin Mayer, has actually just quit 3 months since moving to TikTok from Disney+. Mayer said in a letter to employees, "In recent weeks, as the political environment has sharply changed, I've done significant reflection on what the corporate structural changes will require and what it means for the global role I signed up for. Against this backdrop, and as we expect to reach a resolution very soon, it is with a heavy heart that I want to let you all know that I have decided to leave the company." I wonder if that means TikTok is gonna get banned. Like, why would he just throw in the hatchet like that?
I don't like that. I feel like he jumped from Disney Plus, which was like the hot thing, to like the next hot thing of TikTok. It's like, come on, you gotta sink with the ship if that's what's gonna go down, you know what I mean?
It seems like he is ditching it like a sinking ship though,
yeah.
Isn't he?
Yeah, so I'm like, you know, a captain, you go down with the ship, because that's your ship.
Do you though?
I guess not if you're 3 months in and you don't really care. Alright, now on to our last story of this roundup. Last week we talked about Britney Spears and her current battle over her conservatorship. To give you the background, Britney established the SJB Revocable Trust in 2004 as a way to hold her assets for her kids in the future. Her conservators on this trust were were her father Jamie Spears and attorney Andrew Wallet, until March 2019 when Wallet voluntarily resigned from the position. Since then, Jamie has had sole control over Britney, and Britney along with her fans have spoken up against this, with Britney filing an official request for him to be removed, despite his role as a conservator being extended until 2021. After all the outcry in the media recently over Britney with #FreeBritney trending, Britney's younger sister Jamie Lynn got involved, and The Blast just reported that Jamie Lynn was also added as a trustee to her estate in secret back in 2018. But just last week, she asked the courts to add Fidelity Financial Management to serve as investment advisors on the estate and created blocked accounts to hold her assets. This way, only a judge would be able to move the funds out of the account. As well, because of Britney's opposition to her father being in control of her estate, the court has scheduled a hearing regarding Jamie's co-conservatorship request for September 16th, and hopefully he'll be removed as her conservator, considering she strongly opposed him being in control of her.
Alright, that was a doozy of a roundup, I'll say.
A lot of juicy stuff going on this week.
All the juice. We keep it juicy. We eat that lunch. Let's wrap things up with some comments from last week's weekly roundup.
Yes.
Cookie Bunny said, LOL, Jared just partying at Wuhan with his sunglasses on is a whole mood.
It really is.
It's a vibe.
That was so great. That was like just the funnest thing like we've ever come up with. I think Charlotte actually came up with that.
I came up with it.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
The greatest thing ever.
Well, no, guys, he was actually in Wuhan.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
No, but like he was actually in Wuhan.
He
but
was
like,
actually there.
Yeah. Then Troll Hee said, seeing Charlotte and Mackenzie together in one video perfectly balances all things should be. Yes.
So zen.
We love to see it. And honestly, now that all of us are in it, it's just so fun and cute. And, we see all of us in one video, which, really never happened before. So it's really, we love it too. It's so cute.
I like it. It's fun to collab and not just go from like computer to set.
Seeing humans is a thing. It happens less now with quarantine, but nice to improve it when we can.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. Just Shanderson said, I like this new video format. Especially getting updates on things you may have talked about a few days ago. I love it.
Yeah.
I like it too.
I guess the update thing is really a good point because sometimes we film things like a few days before you guys actually see it, and then we can give you more of like a fresh take with these videos too. So nice.
Yeah.
Because stories are always updating. It's never the end of anything, as we see with the James, Tati, Jeffrey, Shane, whatever. Nothing ever ends. Yeah, I love you. It's just a fact at this point. Atoked said, oh my god, this feels like IO Trends. I miss that channel so bad.
Yeah, no, so
What
for
was
those,
that?
So our IO Trends was another channel that we had. Yeah, it's dead. It's a dead channel, but for those of you who are like, oh, like what took you so long to do this format? The thing is we actually did do it on IO Trends like 3 or 4 years ago, and then it just was too difficult to edit or something like that. Yeah, I guess we're trying it again, so there you go.
Very exciting stuff. Channel revived.
Lee Mary said, I love the weekly recap because this grandma is busy listening/dancing to WAP.
Queen!
Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe.
And we will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye guys.
Starting off our roundup with a story about what the f is up with my mouth today? Can we just like talk properly?
Oh.
Should I pull a Jared and...
Yeah, if you want to.
Hello.
Wow, it's safe to say K-pop is
I
popping.
was scratching my crotch. Just hang on a
I'm
second.
just inserting awful dad joke here.
Just as Charlotte's like scratching. You actually should leave. It's my turn.
Oh, okay.
Is a global what the f?
That's Queen right there.
I'm talking wop 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 with some wet ass keyword.